So, but we got some new music to talk about.
Yep.
My man from down south, B.O.B. He been dropping some new music. He got a new album coming out, and I like the title of it. It's called Southmatic. So,
that is dope.
That's kind of dope, man. And I think he's trying to step up his bars game. You know what I mean? Because he's a little on the pop side, but he puts it down with the rapping. So I kind of like it. He's got a new one that just came out last month called Old Dirty Bastard, where he basically pays homage to Old Dirty Bastard, and he uses the same beat from the classic Shimmy Shimmy Ya, Shimmy Ya, Shimmy Ya.
Give me the mic so I can take it away.
Yeah.
Shame on the nigga.
And he uses that shame on the nigga who tried to run game on the nigga. Yeah, so y'all need to go check that out.
Trigger.
Yeah, man, he's getting real nostalgic with his music, so I like that. And the song is actually called Old Dirty Bastard. He also got another one that just dropped a few days ago called Elephant.
Take it away.
where he
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. All right. I just got the invite working.
Yeah. That's all good.
So continue.
He got the Elephant that just came out, and basically that one, he uses the sample from Nice and Smooth. Ba 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 ba.
I got a funky rhyme with the funky. I got a funky rhyme. I want a funky style. I got a funky rhyme. I want a funky style.
I got a funky rhyme.
Funky style. I'm riggedy rocking was my favorite cartoon. After marriage, the honeymoon.
I'll be damn Gagby with the spoon. Who loves Popeye, Alice the Goon. Yo. Nice and Smooth, that's classic right there, man. Sir. If y'all don't know, y'all need to check up on that, man.
Yes, sir.
Because they got some classic beats, classic rhymes, classic songs, period, man. They went through a little breakup too, man. That kind of hurt me a little bit. I was like, man, when you hear about them breaking up, it's like, come on now.
I think that's just how it is in the business, man.
Yeah,
I mean, there's just some outside force, even, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. Like, it's always something like trying to break something up. Somebody will get in somebody's ears. Somebody will come over here and be like, oh, yeah, man, but you don't really need this guy. We need to work with you on this.
Right.
And like, you could be your own artist. And that's what's the problem, man. Like, you're breaking up all these groups.
Yeah.
And then, like, people can't really, you know what I'm saying, stand strong.
Right. Exactly. So, yeah, man, the business will definitely, mess a lot of people up. EPMD, that was a big one for the business, man. I mean, that's why we ain't got like the whole original Rockefeller now. You know what I mean?
Rockefeller,
the business, man.
Run DMC.
Yeah, man.
Run don't fuck. Yeah, DMC don't fuck with Run like that no more.
Yeah, man. And it's a shame, man, because all you got is those memories of how great it used to be. You know what I mean? So, and I think it's like when EPMD got back together, even they still wasn't like they used to. They were still like, okay, we're going to keep our separate thing going, but, for the fans, we're going to get back together, just to do a couple of albums, and they did that, so. But, yeah, so y'all need to check out that new B.O.B, the Old Dirty Bastard song, and then the Elephant song. If you really want that nostalgia, he put it down, you know what I mean? I like it, you know what I mean? So, and then the video for the Old Dirty Bastard, he actually dresses up like Old Dirty and puts on the grill like Old Dirty too. So yeah, that was dope right there. So
yeah, I have to say I like the Elephant song a little bit better. I think it was a little bit more put together.
Yeah,
a whole lot better than the
Old Dirty.
Now I thought it was bad, but if I had to pick between the two, it would definitely be the Elephant. Yeah, and I love the way that they sampled. LL Cool J.
Yeah, they sampled the LL and
that was dope.
Yeah,
that was dope.
So my man, I that's the first time I really got excited about B.O.B's music because I've always thought he was a decent artist, but just hearing him pay homage to those legends, was kind of dope for me. So y'all need to check that out.
Yep.
But so that's it for new music and. We done invited some people in the room, so
I'm trying to.
Whenever they get in, they gonna have to get in.
They're gonna have to get in.
Yeah, man.
I think I got everybody.
Yeah.
I literally got everybody. I apologize about that for the sounds and all that stuff.
It's all good, man.
But it was a little rough. I forgot my other phone that had other shit on it.
Yeah.
And this thing just happened.
It happens, you know what I mean? So we're gonna eventually get into this top 50 list, but first, we want to talk about the our new segment, Lost in Thought, real quick, because that's pretty much all of our topics for the day, you know what I mean? But Lost in Thought is gonna be a new segment.
Oh, hell no, shut up. I'm sorry.
The internet is alive and trying to sabotage us. Like, hey, don't forget about me. Hey, I'm here.
Yeah, we would. Oh, dang. Hold on. That's from that commercial right there. All right, now continue. I'm sorry.
Nah, you good, man. So, but anyway, so the new segment for YouTube is also called Lost in Thought, and it's basically gonna be either a pre-show or post-show discussion where we elaborate on some things maybe before the show that we're going to talk about, or after the show that we didn't get to go into depth about. Things that are just heavy on our minds and, are really big in the culture and things like that. So, tell us a little bit more about
also, I was going to say, just, like you said, just to piggyback pre-show, post-show stuff, maybe stuff we didn't get to. Also, sometimes, like, dang, I might have a thought or something, and like, dang, what y'all really think about this?
Right.
Or, just even, honestly, be honest with you, just for me, just to be like, hey, man, this is what I'm thinking about, and this is what I'm thinking about, the culture, how many other people feel this way.
Right.
If y'all cool with it, that's cool. I was just
Yeah.
like, man, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I'm cool with that too. As long as y'all looking at Lost in Thought, man, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
We kind of came up with it on the spot, but...
Yeah. We just want we want some feedback from y'all too, you know what I mean? So let us know what y'all think about that. You know what I mean? Put something in the comments and check us out on YouTube. Put something in those comments as well. So we appreciate y'all, man. But yeah, so I'm really excited about the new segment, and I can't wait to really elaborate and see. I can get long-winded. Y'all might have noticed that on some of the episodes that we do. I'll be talking, and I finally have to catch myself, and I'm like, okay, Howie, what do you think? Because I'll be running my mouth, man, so I can get long-winded. So that's a good segment for me where I can just ramble on and really express my thoughts about, topics and hip-hop culture in general. So we just posted the first one yesterday, so y'all need to go check that out, because we talked about this top 50 list where there's a list floating around the internet right now of the top 50 rappers of all time. I don't even know. I would love to know who made this list.
That shit was trash.
I mean, it's trash, man.
Congratulations.
You fucktard.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know if somebody made that on purpose just to start some controversy, or if they really just dumb as hell. Because it was just like, yeah, they put some people on there who are worthy of the list, but then they said that this is the proper order that they should be in. And the order was just like, what the hell are you talking about? So
Wrong.
Exactly. So it was like two things wrong with the list. Number one, the order. And number two, some of the people that was on the list, they had like Mace on there. I was like, what the hell is Mace doing on here? I mean, Mace was dope and everything, but he's not worthy of that high of a caliber from me anyway. Maybe he's some of y'all favorite rapper or whatever, but he not up there for me. So
but my problem with the list was, this was my problem with the list. It wasn't really the people that were on it, sort of say. Mm-hmm. It was the people that weren't on it.
Yeah. Oh, it was missing a lot of people. It was missing a lot of people. There was no Kumo D. I mean, come on now. Kumo D, that dude was one of the earliest lyricists outside of like Melly Mel. You know what I mean? Grandmaster Caz, he really don't get enough credit. You know what I mean? Rapper's Delight wouldn't be what it was
If it wasn't
without
for
him. Yeah. So
Yeah.
everybody knows that story because you know his rhyme got taken by Big Bang Hank.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. And
yeah. Every time I think about that beef shit with Grandmaster Caz, I always say this shit all the time to motherfuckers that I don't like. Like I don't wish nothing bad on him. I don't wish nothing good on him.
wish nothing good on you.
I always say that shit. I don't wish nothing bad on him, but I wish nothing good on him.
Exactly.
You got me in a fucked up place where they just motherfuckers just really want you to stay still.
Right.
It's like don't touch nothing.
Right. Don't really do nothing.
Don't even. Matter of fact, stop breathing.
Right. So, but yeah, man. Let me bring up this list because I had a copy of it. All right. So let me see. My phone is acting up a bit. Hold on, y'all.
But yeah, the only thing, man, I just like I said, man, why you pull that up? It's just, like I said, the people that they put on the list, like I'm trying to figure out, like for me, it was, okay, are you doing this based, like I really don't know what they're basing it on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand what they were basing it on.
Yeah, I don't either.
Because it just looked like a mess.
Yeah, I mean, I think they had Meek Mill on there, and it was just like, I mean, I applaud Meek Mill because I mean he's you know doing his thing with the lyrics, but he's not in that top 50. You know, if you really put down the top 50, he's really not gonna be in it. So, is this it? No, that ain't the same one.
Oh no, hell no! That's a whacker ass.
Yeah,
that's like that's a motherfucking current. Current. Yeah,
all
that
they doing
shit.
is naming a bunch of new rappers.
Yeah, that shit whack as hell.
That's worse. Gucci Mane,
Blue
Key,
fucking Blueface,
Juicy World, Young Dolph.
Yeah.
Man, listen.
Yeah.
Okay, I got the wrong list. The way wrong list. So
I had it. Say word to
matter of fact, yeah, you got it on Facebook.
Yeah, it's on the. Yeah, I think I got it on the.
Yeah, let me pull up Facebook real quick because I know you got it on there.
Yeah, they. You know what I'm saying? You know, don't condone violence. I really don't.
Right.
But
28 stab wounds.
That's right. That's right.
28 stab wounds.
All up in there.
But
All
yeah,
in the
so I know they got like Nas and Jay-Z on there, and they got Black Thought, so they got some good people for the list, but it's just like not an accurate list. You know what I mean? We're looking for your post with it on there.
I got it on the page.
Is it on Try It Hip Hop?
Yeah, it might be. It get. You can.
Yeah, let me go back.
But yeah, it's just the choices on that.
Yeah.
I just don't understand.
It was terrible, man. I don't even know who thought that was a good idea. And they probably kept themselves anonymous on purpose so that nobody would know.
Yeah, because they yo, hold on. Tony Baker said that, yeah, Joe Budden probably made this list. I don't know, man, because I'm pretty sure that Joe Budden, if he looked at this list,
He might have. I mean, he's number 3 on the list. Get the fuck out of
nah, Joe Budden.
here. Joe Budden?
Yo,
Come on, man.
I was talking to my girl about that this morning. She was like, well, by what you was talking about, you know, I need to hit that right there.
Nah, it's just.
It's like,
so it'll be all right.
yeah, it's like, what you talking, because when they put, I'm going to put, like the Jay-Z, when they put Jay-Z at number 1,
Yeah.
like, some of the stuff, like, I could understand that, in a sense, inside some circles,
Right.
I could see why Jay could be number 1.
Yeah.
As far as, now, if you basing the list on as far as, like, his income, as far as what he accomplished, what he's doing, and what he has done, I can understand that. I can say, okay, yeah, I can see that. But as far as like skill set level, he wouldn't be my 1.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then like, same thing with Nas, and then like Budden. Why Budden at number 3?
Right.
Like, Budden.
Right.
Like, no Joe Ortiz.
Right.
No
I mean,
Crooked Eye.
Budden was the worst dude in the whole group.
And then the way they got Royce down here.
Yeah.
They're way at the bottom.
Yeah, he's number 21, Royce the 5'9". We got. So here's the order of the list. It's Jay-Z, Nas, Joe Budden, Styles P, Black Thought, Fabulous, Jadakiss, Biggie, Ghostface, Kendrick, Beanie Siegel, Rakim. I don't even know how that many people got in front of Rakim.
Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous.
Pusha T, Redman, Pop, Scarface, Andre 3000, Cameron. I almost laughed when I said that. J. Cole, Lupe Fiasco, Royce da 5'9", DMX, Drake, T.I., Raekwon, Twister, Method Man, Eminem, Prodigy, Mos Def, Kool G Rap, Big Boy from Outkast, Jeezy, yeah, right. I'm not a fan of Jeezy. I can't even front on that. Then we got Snoop, Cameron. Didn't I already say Cameron, I thought?
Maybe you got it.
Cameron there, and then Cameron.
Maybe that was Common. Andre 3000.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
Common.
That's Common.
Yeah.
I read that wrong. My eyes are bad. So Common was under Andre 3000. So now we got Cameron, Bun B, Lil Wayne, Killer Mike, Ice Cube, AZ, Mace, Stack Bundles, 8 Ball, Big Pun, The Game, LL Cool J. I don't even know why he's so far down on the list. Rick Ross, 50 Cent, Busta Rhymes, and then Lloyd Banks.
Yeah.
I mean, the list is all over the place, man. It's just all over the place. It's like, what the hell are y'all trying to prove, man? What are you trying to prove? So it's like you just do a bunch of names. I don't know, somebody just threw a dart at a wall and said, let's pick some names. You know what I mean?
I think what he might have done is, we have to assume this guy's a millennial.
Right.
That's one.
Yeah.
Two, what he probably did, he or she, because this probably might have been a female, what they probably did was they probably did some data gathering, and depending on how many people said a certain name, and that's probably what they came up with this list.
Yeah.
Now, on this list, certain MCs I thought was fair. I thought that, honestly, and when I'm saying this, I'm looking at this at there's like a lot of older rappers on this list. Redman is placed pretty much where he needs to be almost. I would have to say Biggie is kind of placed where he needs to be almost.
So Biggie's number 9 on the list.
8.
Is he 8?
Yeah, he's 8.
Right, 8. My bad.
He's
my bad.
8. But yeah,
my eyes bad.
Yeah. So certain people I can kind of see okay, but when it got to Joe Budden number 3, Drake 23,
right.
Okay, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
Really, because it just don't make sense. Because I'm just not understanding if he had more clarification on this popularity, this influence, impact, social awareness,
right?
Lyricism. There's really no indicator. It's just you just wrote this. You were just high as shit, and you just kind of wrote these niggas down And there's no female rappers on here.
Right. Exactly.
There's some female rappers that mop the floor with some niggas right now.
Exactly.
I'm telling you.
Jean Grey, one of them. She's gonna be on this week's episode of the Lyrical Breakdown.
I'm telling you.
Light? Rhapsody.
There's no Light? MC Light? Are you fucking serious?
Right, no Rhapsody.
Shy-Rock?
No Shy-Rock.
I mean, come on. You serious?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, it just...
Hip-hop was poorly represented on this list. Well, what made it so bad was a person put that these not only were the top 50 greatest rappers of all time, but then he put in order.
Yeah,
this is the proper order that they should.
This is word. AZ should wait. If AZ should be way the fuck up there where Nas is.
Yeah, AZ's number 40.
Yeah.
For y'all who don't know.
Yeah, AZ, pound for pound, his skill set is equivalent to Nas.
Yeah.
He's a Brooklyn Nas.
Right.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I give Nas like a slighter edge because maybe, you know, popularity.
Yeah.
Also, you know, the career and, you know, what he's done for himself. But like at the same time though, like Nas here, AZ shit about right here.
Right.
About right here.
They should
You
be
know
very close.
Be close.
So yeah, man. I mean, they got LL as number 46 on the list.
Oh, hell no. That's what I was telling.
First of all, LL got beat out by Jeezy. Come on now.
Yeah.
He got beat out by Killer Mike. It's like he got beat out by Mace. It's like, come on, man, really?
Nah, that's fucked up.
You know what I mean? So
Cool J would probably smoke everybody on this list.
He got beat out by Drake. I mean, come on. He gave birth to Drake. You know what I mean? Come on now.
Let's clap that
he
shit.
He gave
up.
birth to Drake. You wouldn't even have a Drake without an LL.
Thank you. Let's clap that up. And motherfuckers don't believe.
Shots fired. So, I mean, come on now. You know, and he got beat out by Common. Common is dope, but he ain't nowhere over LL. You know what I mean? Come on now.
Common, people sleep on Common though.
Yeah, he doesn't get enough credit, but he's just way high up in the list more than he should be. So, you know, I might have to put my own top 50 list together. You know what I mean? We might need to both do our own individual list and see. You know,
I was gonna say this too to recommend a good book that could give you some type of idea. This is kind of like where I kind of get my ideas of like a top 5. I mean, but you know, this Kool Moe Dee written a book. He wrote a book. Excuse me. It was about a couple like shit, probably about 10 or so years ago. It's probably been a lot. It's been a while.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's been at least 10 years.
There's a guy on the mic, and it really breaks down like why this person's on this list. You know, why they're on the list, and you know, this is what they're doing. This is the skill set. I really hope he probably needs to redo it now, especially now that we got, you know, especially for the new school type rappers. Yeah. I really, if Kool Moe Dee, if you listening, I'm putting a challenge out to you, sir, that you make a new, you know, maybe God on the mic, call it New Gods on the mic, or you know. There's a guy on the mic revisited or something like that, because like it's because I think that's long overdue. And I really enjoyed that book. It really gave you an in-depth, you know what I'm saying, how you break stuff down, how you rate the, you know, he had like stuff like social impact, flow, enunciation. Okay. You know how, so it was a chart to measure by, and it kind of made a little more sense. Like, okay, I can understand, and you may not necessarily agree with it, but you can kind of understand, you know, why these people in here.
Yeah, so I mean, I never read that book, but I always knew about it, so I need to go back and get that. You know me, I love reading.
It's a dope book.
Yeah, it was one I guess I kind of slept on, so I need to go get that. So.
And then too, them breaking up the groups like Andre and Big Boy.
Right.
I didn't understand that. Prodigy or Mobb Deep. I mean, Prodigy is great, but I think sometimes like breaking up the MCs from groups, unless it's Wu-Tang in a sense, it kind of, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't give, it takes away from the group. I think the group, especially like with Mobb Deep, I mean, I love Mobb Deep. You know, I grew up with that shit. Them, Cypress, Goody Mob, but breaking them up, you know what I'm saying, it's just like it takes away from the group. You know what I'm saying? The group holds more weight in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
But like if there was like the top 50 rap groups of all time, like Mobb Deep would probably be, I think they would probably in the colors of like 15. Yeah. Like, you know, in the top 25 list. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good people on the list. You know what I mean? Like you said, you know, we got Janaz, you got Twista. I think he's one of the dopest lyricists out there. I mean, it's not too many who can do what he do. Matter of fact, was Busta Rhymes on this list?
Yeah, Busta Rhymes on the list, but he's like like below. He below like 50 Cent, which don't make sense. Like
49,
dude.
Busta
Like
Rhymes
Busta Rhymes,
on,
shit.
man.
He smoked all of these motherfuckers on the list.
Yeah.
Just about.
Damn. But yeah, man. So I don't really get it, man. Killer Mike. I mean, my man is dope, but I wouldn't put him up on the top 50.
No.
Stack Bundles, I would not put in the top 50.
No. Rest in peace, though.
Yeah, rest in peace. Bun B, I would not put in there. Let's see. Cameron, I would not put in there.
Where's Ice-T at?
Yeah, he's not on there. Ice Cube made it, but Ice T didn't.
No, yeah, Ice-T should be in there.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as like, because he had like different subject matters and stuff. Yeah, he did the pimp shit, but there's a little bit more to Ice-T. I mean, yeah.
Joe Budden would not be in there because you need to make room for Crooked Eye. You need to make room, for the other. Well, they got Royce on there.
Yeah, but they got Royce on the way at the bottom.
Right.
And that's bullshit.
Yeah. Royce is one of the dopest lyricists, period, man. Come on. So, I don't know, man, but this list is trash. I'm not going to sit here and just give it credit just because it's got good names on it, but they got some really bad names on there, too. So, if you're going to put people on the list, you really need to understand the content and what they bring to the table, not just, oh yeah, well he sold 1 million records one time, so he should be up there. Or, he's real popular, so he should be up there.
No.
You ain't got one female in there either? Come on, man.
It don't make no sense.
Come on, man. So
we don't have victories anymore.
I mean, come on now. Even Trump agrees with me. So, it's bad when Trump agrees with you. But yeah, man. So I can't mess with that list, man. That was a waste of time. Whoever made it, they just wasted their time. So, but yeah, tell us what y'all think about this.
That shit was trash.
What you saying?
I'm sorry. We need food.
Yeah. But yeah, y'all need to let us know what y'all think about this list. Is it worthy of your respect? You know what I mean, or is it trash like what we think? So, because some of y'all might have different opinions. You might feel like, well, nah. Cameron is one of the best rappers ever. If that's your opinion.
Early Cameron was nice though.
Early Cameron
was nice. I think he's still nice.
I don't think he's bad. I'm not really saying that. I'm just talking about if I had to put in a real top 50, I don't think he would make the cut.
No.
By the time I got through all of my top MCs, he probably wouldn't make the cut. Because it's so many rappers out there. I mean, we're talking thousands. And to get into that top 50, come on now. So for me, if I made a top 50, which I think I'm going to make a top 50 and post it, and I think if I do mine, I'm not going to put it in order. I'm just going to say these are what I think are just worthy
and see,
of top 50.
If that guy did it like that instead of like in order, if he just said top 50, it wouldn't have been the shitstorm that it is now. It would have been like, oh, okay, this guy's young, but I mean, I could kind of,
Yeah.
I don't necessarily agree with the list, but I can see, I
could see it if he says, I can't completely see it the way it is now, but if he at least put no particular order, I would have respected it a little bit more. I would have still said, hey, we need to take out some names, but the fact that you said this is the order that they should be in, that's when you really fucked up. You really know you fucked up. So yeah, y'all need to go check that out. It's all over Instagram. I'm sure they got it all over Facebook and all the social media platforms. But it's a trash list. You know what I mean? So we can talk about that all day. But y'all need to go check out Lost in Thought because we did an episode on this exact subject yesterday where we went in depth about how we feel about the list and everything like that. So go check that out. It's on our YouTube channel. And, hopefully nobody, well, I guess they already got some other lists because we just saw a copycat list that had nothing but trash on it. I mean, this didn't even have like Nas and Jay-Z on it.
It
had people like Little Yachty on it.
Little pop and peel.
Right. Little this and little that.
Disappointed!
Yo. But it was just trash, man. I'm going to have to find that trash list and post it for y'all so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Because whoever it was just made another list just like it. But anyway, man, you got anything else you want to add?
I think that's it, man. I mean, pretty much, just check us out. And like you said, man, check out the segments we're doing. The lyrical breakdown on Saturdays. The Lost in Thought is a little bit more random. It'll be pre-show or
you know,
post-show. Post-show, just keep your eyes, glued into that, or ears glued into that.
Yeah. If you subscribe and hit that bell, you'll get notified on YouTube whenever we download it.
And again, we appreciate each and every one of you that look at us every, from week to week, and we just thankful, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Very humble. I mean, we trying to step our game up, so we appreciate y'all supporting us, and we know the ones who've been down with us from day one, so we definitely don't forget y'all, so we appreciate that, man. And, we're going to close it out, man. So for Triad Hip Hop Podcast, this your man, Kurt Dog, and this is
Howie.
And we...
Get over here!
we're gonna see y'all with the sound effects and all of that the next time. So for Triad Hip Hop Podcast, peace.